Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the power of self-education, and do stick around to the end because I'm going to be doing you a big favor. I'm going to be saving you money because I hope after this video, you're not going to go spend a huge amount on paid education or paying over the odds for a mentor. I'm not taking anything away from a mentor. However, you have the power to change your life and you'll be the sole reason you're successful or you're not. Everything I've ever achieved has been off my own back, my own commitment and discipline to myself to go and use the resources that we all have to go and learn what I need to learn. So stick around to the end because I'm hopefully going to open up your eyes to the power of self-education. Okay, so let's start off with some awesome and really powerful quotes. And if you don't know these already, I would suggest you memorize these because these stick with me and remind me that I'm capable of absolutely anything if I put my mind to it. And these quotes just really confirm that. So Elon Musk, self-made billionaire. I'm self-taught. I don't have an aerospace degree. I read a lot of books and talk to a lot of smart people and have a great team. Elon Musk again. Don't confuse schooling for education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that worked for me did. So that says it all. He's leveraging others' degrees in education, but yet he's the CEO, he's the owner, he's the one with the vision, the drive to build the business that he has, and he's all self-made. Albert Einstein explains it really clearly. I absolutely love this one. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one learned in school. So this ties in, doesn't it, with typical society. They want us to go to school, learn how to become a worker, because that's what it is essentially, is the government and society as a whole want you to learn how to become a 9-to-5, go off and keep supporting the government. Now, if everyone was a self-made millionaire, the government and society as a whole would be upside down. Because everyone would be a lot smarter with their finances, not as much taxes would be paid, so forth, and then it sort of trembles down from there. Tai Lopez quotes, "You retain 33% of every book you read, so continue to become a genius by continuing your learning." So that again, I suppose that's really interesting because I read books multiple times and I listen to my audiobooks multiple times, so it really sinks in. So I truly believe that's probably the percentage in and around that 33%. So if you enjoy a book, listen to it again and again and again to retain that information. But the moral of his quote there is that learning should never stop. Continue to read, continue to learn, because eventually you'll retain all that information, you become a genius, as he quotes. A final quote I want to share with you is a dog cannot be anything but a dog, and a tree cannot be anything but a tree. So what's that saying? Well, we as humans have the opportunity to be absolutely anything we want to be, but we've got to put in the effort, we've got to put in the time, we've got to put the commitment in, we've got to be disciplined, and we have to self-educate because that's where the real difference will start. Now, for me as a person, I've only had my successes, yet small, but everything that I've achieved has been being self-taught. You know, although I'm not a huge hardback reader anymore, these are just some of the books, you know, you can pick up. Really simple. Passion into Profit, awesome book. 7 Habits of a Highly Effective People. And Converting Customer Value, learning about who you're going to be working with. You know, we have access to YouTube. We have access to audiobooks. We have access to hardback. You know, you can still get into a library. Granted, I don't know who goes into a library anymore, but it is all there for us. The difference between those who will go on to make it and those who won't, I believe, is in the self-education part. Now, I just want to talk about mentors. I think mentors are great, don't get me wrong. I really believe they serve a purpose. And for those looking for that perhaps speedier process, who want to sort of jump those hurdles a little bit quicker than perhaps I have, where I've learned and I've failed on my own and I've had to learn my own lessons, where perhaps a mentor could guide you around this obstacle of business and entrepreneurship. But ultimately, I'm really proud to say that I'm self-educated, anything I've ever done. So what I really want to stress is that you can save a lot of money and not pay for mentors and do it yourself. But are you the person that's willing to put in that commitment needed to go and teach yourself? Because I learn when I'm working and I'm learning for myself, I'm enthusiastic, I'm driven, it inspires me to go and learn more. And then I'm hungry for more. So when I start looking at different avenues and I start learning about it, it makes me want to learn more. So it opens this whole opportunity, and all these avenues that we have available, such as Google, audiobooks, YouTube, being able to actually look at real blueprints that they didn't have in the 70s, 80s and 90s. We have access to so much. So there is no excuse, is what I'm trying to get at. So what we need to do is we need to start looking at those who have gone on to be successful. People like Warren Buffett, who read for 8 hours a day. Although that sounds like a huge amount, and that absolutely gobsmacks me that you can read 8 hours a day, but it's living proof that education and that continuing of learning and self-developing really then shows in what he's been able to achieve. So the limits are really endless, and the opportunities will be created by you being able to self-educate. So I'll use an example. So for me, when I started working with investors, I really needed to apply myself and learn what investors were wanting, what they were talking about, how they liked to work. Now, I didn't know any of this. I had to teach myself this. I had to be surrounded by people who I could learn from. And one thing I'm really proud of, and I really believe that anyone can do this, you don't have to pay for a mentor and part with your money, because any dealing that I've ever had with someone who's gone on to be successful financially or in life, or whatever it is that they've achieved, but success is the result of that, is that they've offered me free advice. They've given me the time of day. I haven't had to pay for that, because I believe that if you've got likability, you've got willing to learn, and you're showing that, people can relate to you as a person, and people will be willing to give you time back. So, just think about before you pay for a mentor. I'm not squashing it. I'm just saying that there are a lot of successful people out there who would be willing to give you the time and day if they can see that you've got the spark, if you've got that drive that they once had when they were younger. I guarantee you they'll give you the information that you want to know, or even help you and guide you through that process for no exchange of money, because I've been living proof of that, I promise you. So leave me a comment below. I would love to know if you've ever had any free mentors, or you've got a mentor now who you've not had to pay for, but as a result has led you in the right path. So Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, self-made. So many millionaires and billionaires have been self-made. It's just that they had the desire to go on and learn. Mark Zuckerberg learned programming, coding, everything like that. Now, he didn't have the resources that we do today. YouTube wasn't as big as it was back 10, 15 years ago. There is nothing you can't put on YouTube now and learn. The only difference is, I really feel that it's the people that they want the easy way. I'm not talking about people here that come from rich parents, have a wealthy uncle, are given that silver spoon, because believe me, I haven't come from that background. And anyone that's watching this, I'd be surprised if you were coming from a background of rich parents and a silver spoon lifestyle, because to me that's not genuine. I love the stories of those who work from the ground up and end up becoming something successful, because they had the drive to self-educate. Now, if you hop onto my blog, and I'll just pop a link up here, which will scroll down, is that I've covered 2 articles, free education versus paid education, and also the power of self-development, and ultimately that can lead to success. So go check them out. I'd be really interested to hear what your thoughts are, but ultimately it's about you committing discipline and applying everything that we have access to, and I really believe that will be the reason you go on to have success. So look at the blueprints that are available. There is no excuse, and if you're watching this video, it's because you're a person that is serious about applying self-education and self-development, and I'm a huge believer on it. And if I can help in any way, do reach out and let me know, but it will be the reason that you're successful. There are no excuses. And certainly for me, I do not want to live with regret. I don't know what your biggest fear is, but mine is that I get to an old age, to my deathbed, and I regret that I didn't give something a go because I was nervous, I was scared, I was unsure of what would happen. there are too many opportunities for us not to take and not to do, and it'd be such a shame to leave one day and not being able to apply and actually use what we have, because things are changing really quick and we have the opportunity to jump on the bandwagon, and I'm certainly not going to miss it. So I'm self-educating all the way, and I'm going to look back one day and I'm going to say I'm so proud of what I've achieved. So there's nothing different from me to you, and I really hope you go on to start educating yourself, read more audio books. And what I'll do is I'll just pop up here a list of my library. Really proud of my audiobook library and the hours that I've listened to, which I'll pop up here as well. Go download audio, read more books, self-educate, watch a load of YouTube, and go on to be successful. And until the next video, I will catch you all soon. PS, hit the like, subscribe if you like my videos, because there's plenty more to come, and I'll speak with all of you soon.